has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards.
45 yards. First down, Falcons.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second down and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Caught up, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd and 9.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And trying to get it to Rose, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thornhill. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Raiders have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
2nd and 4. And it's going to be caught for a later touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 7th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Falcons.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull off, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive. Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. It's a run to over. The 40, 30, past the 20. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep. They've got his man complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Gun now on 3rd down. Room to run past midfield. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
7-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's blocked down at the 3. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 9-yard line.
Second and 9 now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like when you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll set up to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
False start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. He stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 3-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
In overtime.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Falcons, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.